Hello, and welcome to session 7 of the Fever Swamp. I think it's 7. Yes, it's 7. If it's not 7, then I'm wrong. I am Matt, I am the GM. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, we can do that.
No, I'd rather not.
Okay.
They know by now. We have to punish new listeners.
For those of you just joining us, we're a bunch of strange, bizarre nerds who don't fit into the real world and can't survive. Welcome to our stream.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I can't defeat that.
Okay.
But really, can anyone survive?
They seem to. But I can only speculate.
I exaggerate.
At their own pace.
I exaggerate. We're all doing fine here. We managed to get together every week. We managed to keep housed in bed and all of that. We're doing great. Some of us, I think, even have good jobs.
More or less.
Yeah.
Some of us even have good jobs, I think. But
No.
we don't like to point it out.
Well, yes. But on to brighter subjects like the Fever Swamp. So would someone like to give us a recap of last time? Lucas?
Everyone died. The end.
Lucas's journal contains a detailed map that we've been developing of the house, showing not only that whatever the hidden lab is, it's not on the ground or second floor, but that whoever built this place has like the worst taste in interior design of any noble in the entire empire. It's extremely provincial. We
He also
discovered,
built
for
his house
example,
as a dumb rectangle.
we also discovered that the ghost of his daughter was up in her room. She didn't seem to notice her own strangled body laying on the bed. We weren't able to identify how old it was, or at least if we were, it didn't make it into Lucas's journal. But she seemed to be very much not aware she's dead, and keeping one of the 3 books that we need to collect. We think there's 3 of them anyway. They have the numbers 1, 2, and 3 on the front, and do not have a 6-fingered hand, most unfortunately. We were able to find a sort of a cursed bone double flute that's halfway between being a bagpipe and some instrument I don't know the name of. But we were able to use that to get the extremely obvious door to the extremely obvious dungeon to open. Now that we've done that, we took pretty much the entire session replacing a crowbar with a complex puzzle. It's time to crawl down and see what's going on. Oh yes, I almost forgot. There's also a brief set of questions about whether or not we can deal with the sentient powder keg in the weapons room. There's a lot of nice stuff in there that would be really great to have if we could get it without exploding it.
Yes. Also, I'm going to just assume Philsticker has drawn a giant snake on your map of the house.
Well, I mean, people often do that in big empty seas of little information. It's sort of a map maker's thing. Lucas isn't concerned that anyone will read that and think that there was actually a giant snake there.
Really, it gives the map character.
The goblin's learning how to write.
So Lucas will request the next time you want to doodle on his map, make it a knight jousting a snail.
Yes. I like that the D&D actually does have the flail snail as a monster. One day I'll put it in an adventure. I promise. But I need someone to be a jousting knight first. Need someone
Believe
to play
it or not, it's actually a thing. It is the most common doodle in medieval writing and all of that.
Oh yeah, I know. It's a medieval meme.
Yeah, but we gotta describe it here for the viewer. That makes the whole whatever the hell this is more informative and interesting.
If they're watching this, then they know how to search across the web.
Yes. Yes, because
I don't know.
YouTube didn't promote us. So if someone has somehow found us,
Well, he found us because he's your dad.
all right. Yes, my dad did comment the secret word from last time, but so he listened to the
Oh my
whole thing.
goodness! Yes, yes, we have an audience. We have a real audience, an audience of one. But yes, there is someone who paid attention enough to get the word. You didn't ask him to do it, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't mention there was anything at the end. He must have listened to the whole thing. Well, they wrote Riger Shark instead of Tiger Shark, but whatever.
I guess he didn't listen, man.
He didn't listen closely enough. But
Still, he'll give us ad dollars, right?
Man, I haven't
No.
even listened to watch the episodes. Lord.
No. I listen to them, but I listen to them at work in order to remember what things I said. Anyway, so last time at the end of last session, because I just listened to it recently, you had opened the statue, and we were discussing whether or not you wanted to take to set camp for the night before going down into the hole in the ground.
I vote yes.
Yeah, take a short rest over the course of the
But,
night.
I'd like to expend a hit die before we go down into the, dungeony area.
But Lucas would like to know if we can close the door first.
I don't know.
Yeah, play the flute backwards.
I'm going inside if he's playing the flute again.
Could you try pushing it first?
Yeah, let's just push it.
Okay. The statue is very heavy, but if Silas and if the Silas and the dwarves work together, you can push it back over.
Balearica will stand on the back dwarf's back, sort of flap her wings, trying to help.
Yeah. So it slides back into place without too much hassle. And then it, when it gets back into place, it sort of sinks in a little bit, and and Lucas kind of feels that the magic has reset itself. So.
All right, good. So it locked again, presumably.
Yes, it's presumably relocked. It's okay. You are still standing in the garden. So where are you going to go? How are you going to set your camp?
We should check in with the goblin and let them know what we found.
Yeah.
They've got that whole monster golem thing. It'd be pretty handy. And I feel more comfortable taking a watch with us between them and it than the other way around.
Philsticker tells Lucas, it's called a machine.
Lots of things are called a machine. It's not quite precise enough for that monstrosity.
The goblin called it an apparatus, which is, again, frustratingly vague. So, you're returning to the boats and then going around to the goblin cave?
Yep.
That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
right.
Yeah, sure.
As you approach, the goblins have a little fire going on the inside, and they look up and they see the goblin girl, Eliwick. She stands up and waves and calls out as you're pulling your boats in. What'd you find?
We found it. We've located the sanctum, although we haven't started exploration yet. We felt
What?
that we should.
The old one looks up from the stew that he's preparing. What? You found it? You found Godfrey's labs?
We believe so, or at least we found a hidden entrance into a dungeon. We'd like to explore it tomorrow after a good night's sleep.
Tomorrow? But we must go immediately before anyone else shows up. Yes.
But we
He's-
rehid it, and we took the key.
Yeah, no one else is gonna get in there. Not easily, at least.
Well, okay. Well, where is the entrance? How did you get in?
You have to play the right song in the yard. With the
Song.
magical
Oh,
flute.
of course. Lord Godfrey was a mage. It makes sense. He has a magical. Right. So, was there anything else of worth in the house?
Nothing too tremendous. We found some of the books we were looking for. We're hoping to find more things of value in the lab, but it seems to have been picked clean or rotted of almost anything of value. It's a shame your plan didn't work here, although I can see why, having explored the house. The man has no concept of what rooms should go where. I can't believe anyone would make a secret lab and not connect it to a cavern like this, but what can you do?
Well, it may still be connected. We haven't fully explored the caverns. But
You don't know that I'm wrong.
yes. So, but yes, the proper entrance is obviously preferable. So, yes, we will return with you tomorrow, and we will explore the labs.
Splendid. We'll be setting a watch tonight. We'd like you to join the rotation, naturally.
Of course.
Share a meal.
Yes. I was making stew. He's got like a pot cooking on above the campfire. He said, please help yourselves.
Is there enough for everyone?
You have a very large party, so probably not. You'll have to chip in some food in order for everyone to be fed.
Lucas
But everyone gets a little side of stew.
Lucas is more than happy not to have a side of stew.
Kildrak makes a point to keep a lot of rations, so he's fine with eating one.
A little mince stew.
Yeah.
Pilster's excited for some traditional goblin stew.
What sort of things goes into a traditional goblin stew?
Green things.
Well, there's lots of green things in the swamp.
It's not really about the taste.
Okay. I see. So, all right. So, you, so you're camping in the cave tonight?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So, how are you organizing watches?
I'll take
So,
first watch.
I think there's 10 of us, including the goblins. So, if we do 5 sets of watches with 2 people on each, we can ensure that we don't have the 2 goblins as the only people on watch at any particular point, and everyone can get 8 hours sleep and 10 hours of resting.
Okay.
If you want to have an event, I always like it when we just roll randomly to see who's on watch during it.
Yeah, that's what I just did. I rolled a d7.
Wonderful.
So, Qorandir.
Yeah.
Everyone else has gone to bed, and you're on watch. And while you're on watch, you need to give me a perception check.
Is he on watch with one of the goblins?
Maybe.
Yeah, just because it was supposed to be 2 people each.
Oh,
Yeah, you cheating bastard.
I thought you were doing like. Never mind. Then yes. Yes. Qualish is on watch with him. So I guess he would get a perception roll as well. Okay. And I need to roll for things that are sneaking. Okay. So you're sitting there, and Qualish is on watch with you, but really he's just awake and fiddling with machinery um, at his workbench. You have the fire going, of course. Qualish has another light, a lantern hanging near his workbench, and you don't see him until they are very close, but out of the shadows, barely illuminated by the lantern, a black hand reaches out and then grabs Qualish's lantern and starts running. The and there's a splash when it hits the water, and you're seeing there's some figure. It's holding the lantern above its head as it's trying to run into the as it's trying to get out through the water back into the swamp. Holding the lantern up above it so that it does not get wet.
All right.
The creature, it's humanoid, like child size, like equivalent of like a 9 or 10-year-old child in terms of height, and its body looks like it's made of like living shadow.
Let's see how shadow it is. If if an arrow will stick it or pass through.
Okay. Not with a 6. So, you ready your arrow and you shoot it, and you strike the wall as it runs another 15 feet out into the cave, and Koalesh goes, "Thieves! Candle thieves! Wake up!"
What? Candles? Who stole a candle?
Shadow child creature thing. Just took a lantern. It's running out there. Look.
Lucas will blearily look.
Yeah.
Now, was Lucas still maintaining his light spells on?
No, you can't do that, Luke.
Right. You can't do that when you're sleeping.
Well, I mean, for an hour, but
Oh.
it's not a concentration deal, but it's not a long-lasting spell either. So.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Keldrak hears the cry of thieves and sort of scrambles awake, reaches for his battle axe, but misses, and because
Skulking
he's
thieves,
still
protect the
mostly
horde.
asleep. Exactly. But he's been away from the dwarven home for too long, and he misses his battle axe as he gets up.
All right, I'm here.
You've just been woken. You're in the welcome Talkin. You're in the you're in the Goblin Cave trying to take a rest, and you've just been woken by the shouts from of Walesh, the old goblin of thieves.
Well, Lucas will make a light as soon as he's finished with being surprised for being woken up.
Okay.
And we'll see
And
if we can-
are you? I forget how light works. Is it? Do you make an object glow, or is it a glowing mote of light?
I'm pretty sure it's object. Let me double check. Yeah, object.
Okay. So what are you making glow?
Toothbrush.
Okay.
First thing I reached for.
All right. So Lucas is waving around his now glowing toothbrush.
Once Keldrak shakes off the sleep, he's gonna get up and head towards whatever it is that did the thieving.
Yeah. It's now nearing the exit to the cave with the lantern still held up high above its head. It's there unless you like get in the boat, there's no way you'll catch it.
Are we waking up in an initiative order?
No,
Or
you just
okay.
reaction.
Oh, hi, Filster woke up.
Do you still have the magic flute?
Yeah. Were there multiple of them?
Are you gonna look around for them?
Yeah. So
Make a
let me
perception roll.
see. Right.
Apparently, you only need to beat a 9. Yeah. So you look around, and there's another one clinging to the ceiling. It's eyeing Lucas's toothbrush with these little tiny yellow eyes.
Okay. He's gonna shout at the others to look up at the ceiling, and then sort of head that way, since the one heading out of the cave is a lost cause, and we don't really need a lantern anyways.
Mm-hmm. Another one. Drive them off before they steal all of our stuff. Gwalash is shouting.
Does that bring us to initiative?
If
Someone did try to shoot one.
Yeah. Okay, we can go to initiative then.
Because like I'm not sure if any of us will attack, but asking in order might be the way to go.
I mean, Kildrak probably will attack, but like right now it's on the ceiling.
Yep.
I know that he's got range stuff, but still. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I didn't click my token first.
Is that a changeling?
I needed a token. Let's see. It goes on 14. Okay, is everyone have their turn in the turn order?
I didn't click on my token first.
Okay. So what was yours? 7?
Yeah, 7.
I don't think Solar rolled. Doesn't look like. Oh, there
Yes,
he
I
is.
did. I rolled like a fraction of a moment before you suggested I didn't, so just in time for you to be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Got duplicates in here. Clean it out first. What does Silas roll for? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, Lucas, you won the initiative.
All right, Lucas will hold the dagger, readying an action to defend his toothbrush.
Okay.
Did you get me in the order?
Yes, I can
Actually, you
see
know
it
what?
at least.
I don't.
That's because Roll20 is retarded and doesn't know how to
In
fucking
retrospect,
make a turn order tracker work.
Lucas is going to just focus on defending his toothbrush. He's going to go full defense.
Okay. Quarandir, it's your turn.
Let loose the creature on the ceiling.
Okay.
Take an arrow. Use shadow creature.
You hit it.
Don't know what happened there.
It looks like you hit the damage button twice. We'll go with the first one, so that's 6. So your arrow strikes the creature in its spine. It falls to the ground. Falls off the ceiling. Falls to the ground. Amongst you. And is crippled and rapidly bleeding out.
But now that it's in the light, can we see what it is?
It is a corporeal
How exotic.
no, shut up. uh, it's I don't know how to describe it. It's it looks like a human child that has been twisted and by some dark magic into this bizarre form. The sort of shadowy appearance that it had in its death has dissipated, and now it looks like a coal black rot desiccated corpse. Of a child.
An abomination.
Of a human child, I should say.
Might Philsticker know what it is?
Yes, he might.
I shall tumble my orbs. Just assuming it was nature.
Yeah. This is a candle thief. It's a sort of a spirit of children who get lost in the swamp and are desperate for a light to lead them home. They typically clamber around trees and try and stealthily snatch candles, lanterns, oil, light spells, etc. Philsticker knows that they can be pacified with sweets, and that they will never attack you.
Oh.
They're basically just the spirits of lost children.
Yeah. Alright, but can't really actually be saved in any way or anything like that.
Not to his knowledge.
Well, now Lucas feels terrible for not just making it a light.
Maybe Failsticker doesn't tell us. Lets us,
what
Filsiker
does
tells
Filsiker tell us?
everyone. The old goblin already knows.
of course.
Oh, these are the spirits of lost children.
Well, disappointed with
Totally harmless, except they'll try to steal our lights.
I said drive him off, not kill it.
Well, disappointed with himself, Lucas will cast light on a pebble and leave it near the entrance to the cave, and then go dejectedly back to bed.
Is the thing dead or still alive?
It's dead.
Okay.
And, you know,
The
Well-
dead thing's dead.
yeah, the dead thing is now double dead. Well, you shot it, so
I guess I gotta get rid of it.
you get rid of it.
None of us
Alright.
can cast atonement to help Quarren.
Well, if we're done murdering spirit children, Kildraken's going to go back to sleep.
With sorrow, I take it and lay it in the swamp.
Very good. So morning comes. Oh, I should roll for weather. Clear, swampy skies.
Right.
So, you awaken and you begin your you begin breaking up camp, loading up the boats, having a little breakfast. So what's the plan?
Am I able to spend a hit die?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, did that count as a short rest for me?
yes, it counts as a short rest.
So
Wonderful.
Jesus. Mercifully, I can do a 1d6 as well.
Mhm.
Which, yeah. So, which would. Wow. Okay. That's how that can work. Anyways, it puts me at max.
Okay, there you go.
Lucas will empty an extra dose from the barrel this morning, along with some herbs that he picked from the side of some moss and mushrooms he picked from the side of the caves, grinding them up in a little mortar and pestle, making a fresh healing potion for the day.
Okay.
Filsiker says to the old goblin, I guess we'll go in. That's the plan. Whenever Lucas is done grinding up mushrooms.
Oh, I'll just be 10 minutes or so.
Everyone brush your teeth and pee.
All right. So you get back in your boats after the potion is ready, and you boat around to the dock. You disembark. You head up the way, and you return to the garden.
Let's wait inside this time.
Oh, since we had that rest, was I able to do whatever it is that I do with the magic flute thing to figure out how to control it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Which means that y'all don't actually have to wait inside. But, I mean, you can.
Filsiker isn't afraid of anything.
Also, I think you're technically still riding my back or something.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, once we get into the garden area, I'm gonna go on ahead and play the song on the flute again. Wait, actually, did we test if it has to be that flute or if I can do a normal one?
You tried playing the song with a normal flute when you first saw the music, I think.
No, he
Did
tried.
I?
No, he tried playing it on a different instrument that was not a flute.
Yeah. So I think Kildrak would try it on the normal flute first.
I guess that would make sense since the special flute would have been fairly inconvenient to get to.
Give me a performance roll.
Okay. Let's see. Where is it? What the?
Mm-mm. So you play it, expecting something to happen, but
Jesus Christ.
no, it does not trigger the magic.
It only works if you do well enough on the performance roll to elicit the same emotional response that the magic flute would have.
Play the song very slowly and take 20.
Jesus. Okay, I guess Kildrak is going to interpret that as meaning, obviously, that the song requires the magic flute because, I mean, clearly he's not that bad.
Right.
So he's going to try it with the magic flute now.
Yep. And that you play out the song with its all of its hauntingness, and the statue once again slides back, revealing the ladder downward.
Well, I guess it definitely takes the magic flute, guys. Let's y'all can stop hiding now.
No one answers, obviously, as we hit outside of the ability to hear the magic flute.
Yeah.
Looks
Phil
like
Circle,
it's
go
just
fetch
us,
him.
Kildrak. Go in. Well, and I guess the other
Hold up,
goblin.
I'm doing a thing.
Oh.
Trying to get all of you together so I can copy your tokens for when we go to the next page.
I don't want to be duplicated.
Oh, it's not
Which
that
one
bad.
is
It
the
doesn't hurt.
original?
Don't worry, Con. You'll never know about the pain you felt.
Oh god.
Okay, so you regroup, and who is going down the ladder first?
I guess unless Silas wants to, Kildrak will.
I
No.
think Silas will volunteer. We'll go first.
Okay. So
Then Kildrak will bravely go second.
it's dark down there, Silas. How are you seeing?
Have Lucas enchant. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe his weapon, if that's not blindingly bright. But I
Morton
believe
has
that's
dark
a
vision.
viable thing to do.
He can go first.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe
Maybe send a dwarf in.
yeah,
No.
dwarves
Perhaps.
first.
If I could suggest, maybe I light this pebble, and we throw it down, and then we look. Before we
It makes too much sense.
I
I
mean,
would be fine with that plan.
I guess if you want to be all sensible about it.
I
How's
do
it doing?
find it's a good idea.
Okay.
In goes a lit pebble.
Okay. The ladder doesn't go too far down, and then it hits the ground, and you can, as you kind of like move around the hole, you can see the room that it illuminates. The room at the bottom of the ladder is empty. It is about 15 by 15 feet, and there is a single door. It just seems to be a very basic landing at the bottom of the stairs.
Seems safe enough.
Do not have
Okay, cool.
dynamic
I
light.
like that, how it shows us the whole map in the moment that it loads, and then it covers it up with the fog of war.
Oh, it didn't do that for me when I tested it.
It doesn't
was-
do that if you use the fog of war function either.
Well, I don't have the Fog of War function.
Oh, is
I
that
was kind-
paid features only? Wow.
I don't think so, because I use it for the maze game to cover up most of the map.
Oh, I thought that was part of the dynamic lighting package.
No, it's
Fog of
just that
War
like
is
you have to
not-
manually do it yourself if you don't have dynamic lighting, I believe.
Oh, you know what? It used to be a
Oh.
premium
Oh, well.
feature because I know it was because I looked into it like years ago. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's fine though, because I was tapped out looking at Tumblr, so I didn't see the spoilers about the dungeon.
That's fine. So yes, you were all standing around and you see the ladder downward.
Yes. Still like letting one of the dwarves go first might be a good idea if you want to, and Bort is
Yeah,
a fighter
Kildrak will
anyway,
go first.
so-
I mean, he's used to the dark. He's pretty tough. So he'll go first.
All right.
Okay.
Pop that door open.
Well, yeah.
I'll wait for people to come down.
Okay.
Whoever's going to come down in the first bunch or whatever. However we're doing this.
And Balearica will sit on the statue, keeping watch of the exit.
Good.
It's a good idea.
It's okay. Some of you have moved down into the way. Kildrak, this door is locked.
Do we still have the thieves' tools?
You still have them, yeah?
Okay, I guess I guess I can try Jack of all trades on that or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
How?
Do you need someone who's proficient with thieves' tools?
I've got Jack of all trades, meaning I'm sort of kind of proficient.
Well, you're probably less proficient than I am.
Huh?
I
Oh,
didn't
you
know
ac-
we had.
You're
thieves' tools.
proficient with them?
Yes, but I
Oh.
don't actually have any.
We as a group we found some. So if you're proficient with them, then by all means.
All right, Bort will take a crack at the door then. Watch me fucking blow this roll. I did not blow the roll.
Nice.
You reveal a hallway on the other side of the door. This is a very simple hallway. It goes down 20 feet, then takes a left. Bort, your dwarven eyes see at the end of the hallway, facing out and towards you. You see the face of a gargoyle. Just ahead, attached to the wall.
Out of character, I've seen this trap before. Alright. Well, this entire area is made out of stone, yeah?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Must not. Could have sworn there was more to stone cutting than that, but I apparently didn't write it down.
Here, hang on. I just
Yep.
copy pasted it.
That's what I did.
Oh, it's just history.
Yup.
Can I make a history check on the stonework?
I don't know what that'll tell you, but I guess you can, and I'll tell you some stuff.
Right. Just seems very dumb. Shoot.
Well,
I guess
you know,
how I guess I could at least tell how old this place is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a history check, so you could probably use the stonework to figure out who built it and when, and maybe
Yeah,
you
stuff
might
like
even
that.
know what types of traps were used. Like if it was built by the legendary Lost Magic Society of Aslan, there's going to be magical traps. You know.
I assume that would take a little bit higher, but I
We
would
could roll
view that
properly.
reasonable.
Well, I got a 23, so whatever I figure out is pretty figured out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, this was done about let's see. It was done about 50 years ago by
I came
very
back.
obvious. We didn't know you were gone. By very obviously uh human hands. The brickwork was clearly done by human masons. Um, you you recognize a symbol on one of the stones, um, indicating the particular uh, Masons Guild that would have done this. And you've encountered their work before, Bort, and you have not known them to employ magical traps, but they do like fairly complicated mechanical ones. And
You
that's
know, I
about.
just realized that Ixa being a kobold does have trap sense,
Well, my.
which gives her an advantage on saving throws against traps and resistance to damage from them.
Cool. Do you want to go first?
That would probably be smart.
Doesn't Ixa also
Unfortunately-
have some form of dark vision?
Yeah, she does.
All right. Well, Bort will back you up if you want to go first, but he doesn't. He can't really detect traps or anything. So
Yeah, I mean, Kildrak can also help with the backing up, but same thing, can't really, not very good at trap things.
Yeah, she also has Trapsmith, which gives her proficiency with thieves' tools and adds her intelligence modifier to DCs to disarm, escape, or notice traps. But it's only +1, so
I believe that's for traps that she makes. Her traps are harder to notice and things, not for traps she's
Oh.
disarming.
yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, she'll be first, and of course, try and be careful because I'm sure everyone would reasonably think that there's something suspicious about this gargoyle head at the end of the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
no
and
doubt.
I imagine that Bort shared a little bit of what he knew.
Yeah.
To be honest, if it weren't for Bort, Lucas would have chalked this up entirely to this man having no taste. It is, of course, the worst place to put a gargoyle. You put them on roofs, not in caves. Why anyone would do that, who knows? But that applies to this man in general.
Yes.
This swamp made him crazy. We can't assume anything.
So,
Swamp made him crazy.
Ixa, you're going first.
Right.
oh yeah, does anyone have a 10-foot pole?
I
I
have a
I think
10-foot pole with a knife at the
someone
end.
brought it.
I left it in my other pants.
I could have sworn someone had a 10-foot pole, but maybe it was in the front canoe when it got lost.
Oh, actually, I do.
Oh, Dethel would have had a 10-foot pole, but he's dead. But I presume you had the decency to, pick all of his shit off of his body that's worth a damn.
Off his body, yeah,
Too
but the pole was in the
dishonorable.
canoe.
And did the second canoe get stolen?
Wait, what? Oh, okay. I don't remember if we did loot his body.
You did.
You know,
Oh,
it's
okay.
funny. I
You-
looked for long and hard at Conjurer because I knew that at some point we were going to have trouble having a 10-foot pole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we should have a 10-foot pole. If we don't have a 10-foot pole, something has gone horribly wrong.
The equivalent to one.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have one because I thought someone else had one. So
Well,
I do. Ixa has one.
okay.
All right, good.
well then, 10-foot pole the floor and shit so that, you know, floor, walls,
Yes.
ceiling, space in between.
Yes, probing sounds like a good idea.
Okay. So, everyone put themselves on the map if you're in the hole at all,
Oh dear.
where you think you are.
Right. Well, I'm right behind Ixa, so
I guess I'm there-ish, and Phil Sticker is, I guess, still on my back somehow.
Okay.
We'll need
So-
just a
You
second
put a
before I die. Wait till I get back to tell you.
Okay.
What was that?
He had to go for a second.
Okay. Well, Lucas is safe there. So, Ixa, you are using your 10-foot pole, and you have probed. What are you poking with it?
Are there tiles in the floor or walls?
Yes. The floor has like the the wall is like has like brickwork. The floor is similarly tiled.
All right, should probably spend a few minutes poking random bricks and like between them and trying to make sure there's no like mechanisms hidden that way.
Okay. So you poke all the walls and all the tiles within your 10-foot reach of just inside the door, and nothing happens. It all seems solid.
All right, then move up a square and try it again.
Okay. Bort, are you moving up as well? Staying
Dwarf will also move up.
behind? Okay.
It's probably gonna get him killed because this thing probably has like reach to burn through the entire hall. But whatever.
So, Ixa, as you poke, like the I will simply visible now. To the map layer. There you go. As you poke that pressure plate, you set off the trap. The gargoyle's mouth opens, and what happens first is it belches forth a net, which will entangle Bort and Ixa. While you are similarly restrained by the net, the trap makes 3 attacks as darts shoot from the eyes of the gargoyle.
Okay.
Since you are restrained, each dart has advantage.
Yeah. All right. So trap sense only gave advantage on saving throws, so I'm guessing this is an attack roll, not a
Mhm.
save, right?
Right, but your resistance will apply.
Well, that's something.
And I am back. Who died?
The trap is whiffed its first attack against Ixa. Let's see. The second one will be threatening Bort, simply because Bort is larger than Ixa, but she is small, medium.
Alright. Damn.
I suppose a 19 hits you?
Yes.
Okay. Then you will take immediately a d4, and you need a Constitution save against poison.
I have advantage on that. Yay.
'Kay?
2 damage and Constitution save.
Oh,
I think I'm fine.
Yes. You are good there. and the final dart, threatening Ixa again because she's in the front. Okay.
That hits.
Yes, it does. You take a D4 damage, and also need to make a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Do I get advantage against this since it's from the trap?
I
would think not.
I think it's more for like to avoid traps. I will say that your resistance though applies.
Okay. So, and I should also only take 2 damage from that because of the resistance, right?
Right.
Oh,
All right.
thank
Pretty sure that's a
God you have-
failure.
No, you totally used inspiration, right? You said you were gonna do that.
I'm not gonna claim I forgot that mechanic existed, but you know.
Okay. So you failed the Constitution save, so you take a D10 poison damage.
Oh God.
All right. So that's half for resistance,
Mm-hmm.
rounding up.
I don't know. So yes.
All right.
So you
Well, I'm
take
still
a
at
total.
15 out of 20, so I'm fine.
I believe in
you-
fifth you always round numbers up. I think it says somewhere in one of the books. I'm not sure though.
I just always assume round against the player's favor.
That's GURPS.
Yeah.
It looks like you haven't changed your hit points yet. They're not showing up on the token. There we go.
Had to click out of field.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's the opposite.
Okay, so yes, you have sprung the trap. You're filled with darts and trapped inside of a net.
Alright.
All right.
I am
Kildrak.
going to free both of us, I guess. It's supposedly a DC 10 check unless this is a particularly difficult net to deal with.
It isn't.
So if I get a 20, does that mean I can save both of us?
Sure.
I mean, also Silas will help since he's just standing right there.
Wow.
Then you crit. Yeah, you pull the net off and you're free.
All right. Yeah, Ixa will jump up and, of course, try to make sure he's okay and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which. Wait, did you take any damage? Yeah, you took.
I took like 2 damage. I'm fine.
Okay.
Would you like me to go first this time?
She shakes her
Uh,
head.
From a meta perspective, I'm thinking maybe the level 1 character may not want to be first in a trapped area.
It's more of a loss if Ixa dies because she's level 2.
No, but she'll insist that she leads. Not that she's necessarily any good at this, but she'll insist.
I'm
Maybe
thinking
rock
that
an issue all over again.
some people should just sort of stay out of the line of potential fire. Just lag back a little bit.
It might
Probably a
be.
good idea.
But let's. I'm gonna do something that I should have done before, and sorry, I'm gonna give Ixa Bardic Inspiration.
That would be welcome.
So that's, where is it? I thought I had it listed here. Okay.
It's a D6 at your level.
Okay.
Okay, so what does it look like when Kildrak gives her inspiration?
I guess he I think he's gonna look around the corner and just kind of he's gonna look around the corner, be like, well, we should have expected that, I guess. And just provide words of encouragement and offer to, I guess, just play in a inspiring song.
Sure.
I don't know.
You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Do it.
Ixa is inspired.
There you go.
So she'll pick herself up and brush herself off and get ready to continue down the hallway.
Okay. So go ahead and move on the map where you're moving her to.
Yeah, so I think first it would make sense to just go to the corner and peek around.
All right. You peek around the corner, and you see that the hall goes another 15 feet before it ends at a door. A sturdy-looking wooden door.
She's going to assume there are probably no more traps, but even still, she'll move slowly and poke at the floor with the pole some more as she goes.
Yeah. You poking at the floor as you move along, you make your way all the way up so that you can poke at around the door, and you have found no traps.
All right, she calls back to the others, all clear.
Okay.
Good news.
That's good. I guess Kildrak will move up.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else wants to.
Was Kildrak the one that opened the door before?
No, that was Bort.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am the lock picking guy apparently, despite being a dwarf.
Yeah, well, I guess Ixo might as well check and make sure the door is even locked to begin with.
This door is unlocked.
All right, then she'll stay in front.
Kildrak and Filsticker, one of you should probably decide which one of you is standing there before we open the door.
Yeah, I think the piggyback ride should probably end.
Oh,
What is like a small creature not allowed to occupy the same space as like a medium one?
I believe they'd both be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Alright. I thought that was just if like two medium things are sharing a square. But
they probably decided
They made the size differences less severe in D&D 5. Being small really only means you can't use heavy weapons.
okay.
They decided smallness was too much of an advantage, so I'm a weird human-sized goblin.
That reminds me of the centaur thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. It's so bizarre.
I should go wrestle a centaur.
How do I do whispers? I did it wrong.
/W.
And then I
think it might be /M for message.
No, it says /W, but then it's has their name in brackets. But
Could just do a PM on Discord.
no, because that'll mess up the visual. Because I'll have to tab out of the
Okay, never mind.
thing.
So the problem that you're facing is that we've got long-ass names. And what that means is you're going to have to go quote unquote around our names. So you're going to have to write quote unquote Lucas Dietrich Stein. If you want to send a message to me.
But no, it's the why quotes. It says brackets in the thing.
No, I'm pretty
But the
sure.
Roll20 wiki I'm looking at says quotation marks.
Yeah.
Okay. Then why didn't they change the thing that pops up at the beginning of every time I load up Roll20?
Because everything is garbage. Just try a test one.
I'm trying desperately.
I'm sorry for doubting you, bro.
Okay, I'll try it with quotation marks.
You might be able to just type our character names since they're.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
worked.
It doesn't help that I can see how your end result. Ixa, do you see my message?
Yes, that worked.
Does no one else see the message to Ixa?
No, I don't.
No.
No
Okay,
message.
good.
What message?
Okay, good.
All right. Let's see. Ixa holds up a hand and whispers to the others. Ixa hears whispering on the other side.
Well,
So I
assuming
guess
she's
that's-
saying it quietly enough to where they won't hear. Like, I think Bort would be the one to react to that. Like,
Yeah, he's probably the only one that can hear it.
What are they whispering?
I'm going to
I
be
don't
extremely
know.
upset if it's people sitting around glowing pictures and things on their head.
They look over at us, and we look over at them. We realize we're staring at ourselves.
It's gonna be
And then
like
we all melt into puddles
that
of flesh.
that parody video that the Too Many Cooks guy just put out.
Stop trying to promote enemy channels.
you know, definitely we're the same target audience and market, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not saying to what. I'll post it on Glitter on the Discord, I guess.
So Bort, how do you react to Ixa saying that?
Just gonna ready his crossbow, I guess.
Okay. So Ixa, what do you do?
Hmm. Can I tell how many? Or
You
how many
only-
does she hear?
You only hear one masculine voice.
Hmm. All right. I think she'll tell Bort to pass along to everyone behind him, to get ready for a potential fight. And after waiting, I don't know, 30 seconds for everybody to get ready, she'll probably ease the door open.
All right. So you ease the door open. Whoops. Fuck that up.
When the map first loaded, it showed me everything underneath all the fog of war tiles for like a half a second anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happened for everybody.
And we
No.
all know that you have a perfect photographic memory.
Yep.
But I do.
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect. Well, I tested it. I tested moving myself, and it did not do. It loaded the top first, so I didn't
That
expect
said,
that.
my router
So
also died like exactly when we switched maps. So maybe
sure
it was
that's
a very special
unrelated.
circumstance.
I'm sure it's unrelated, and just now that I know that Fog of War is one of the free features, I'll use it next time. Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't back when I was building the map for the Moon Rises campaign. Because I wanted to use it, but I didn't.
Well, I'm glad they made it free then, because you will find it is tremendous.
Yeah. Okay, so Ixa, as you open the door, pushing it to the right and in, you see over on the to your left hand side there is a form like twisted strands of shadow all wrapped up and bound together, vaguely into the shape of a man, hunched over, and it's whispering, uh, just a mad circle of words that don't quite make sense to you. It's floating over remains of bones of a man who clearly died a very long time ago. There's desks over near the body, a long bookshelf. In the center of the room, there looks like what was an alchemist lab that has been just shoved over, or not, like all the beakers and things are shattered and broken as they've all been knocked over, and looks like acid has burned through a lot of the table and burned it in other ways. And growing up from the alchemist lab is all of these mushrooms, including including all around it those exploding cat's eye mushrooms from the pantry. And on the table, slightly burned by acid, but not thoroughly destroyed, laying open is a book, a journal. And then over on the right-hand side, you see a magic circle with a five-pointed star in the middle, surrounded by runes of obvious black magic.
Okay.
What is the
First
ceiling?
question. Is it possible to walk into the room without stepping on the mushrooms?
Yes, as long as you don't go more than 5 feet inside.
We could also just
The
summon my
squares.
servant and close the door.
And just set them off?
Yeah.
I am considering that, although that would obviously just potentially destroy the book and maybe make the ghost angry.
Right. No, it's an option.
Yeah.
You could send the dwarves in there. We've all got poison resistance.
Dispose the solution from the dining room. We could send the unseen servant again. Clear the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. But I think KSB was gonna say something else. So
I was just trying to say that you asked about going in, and I was just going to say that the squares with the red mushrooms are the ones that are the cat's eye exploding ones. So you could potentially move like up in here without setting them off.
Okay, so it's not like we're gonna have to like roll saves or something to avoid setting them off just by going in the room.
Right.
Okay. In that case, before we go inside, Ixa will relay this information back down the chain again. Ixa sees a ghost and also exploding mushrooms.
So this is gonna be a game of telephone then.
Yeah, so by the time we get to the end of the chain, who knows what they'll hear.
Ixa saw a dragon and a pile of gold. And then
Yeah.
and then Corander's like, dragon, pile of gold, and he charges in and everything falls apart.
Oh, here.
She saw mushroom ghosts.
Okay, well, while that's happening, I think she will take the risk of stepping into the room just to see if the ghost reacts or anything happens.
Mm-hmm. The ghost indeed reacts when you enter the room. It floats a little closer, and it's muttering, um, um, uh, the immortal dead will be born from the corpse of the unliving god, and similar things.
I'm not sure Ixa has a response to that. Is it like obviously like looking at her and talking to her directly, or just kind of still muttering to itself?
It seems to be looking at talking to you.
Hmm. Okay, where was the book at?
It's the book token on the map.
Oh,
right
my
there.
one of my indicators was over it, so I didn't see it. Okay, so that would definitely involve going over the mushrooms.
Yes.
Okay, Ixa will just back up a little bit here.
It moves forward. Doom, death. The undead will swarm over the surface, and everyone will be added to the corpse pile. Everyone, we are doomed.
How loud is this? Can the rest of us hear it?
Yes, the whispers are now are getting louder and approaching shouting.
Okay. I don't have anything to do with
Did he
response.
say we?
I think so.
We?
I'm not liking the sound of this.
I felt like that includes him.
Okay, what size is this?
Hope someone knows Arcana.
5 foot cube. Okay, so I want to. I don't know if this will work, but I'd like to cast a minor illusion of something, more or less resembling a person, maybe even Ixa, in front of the ghost demon thing,
Mm-hmm.
so that maybe we can get a little bit of time to react.
Okay. Um. So minor illusion.
Which I think I'm in range to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So where are you placing it?
Not a ton of options, I guess. The illusion does not interact with anything. I don't know if the ghost is going to, though.
If ghosts aren't real, it's an illusion too, so it'll be okay.
I guess next to the book and stuff.
Okay.
It doesn't give a lot of movement to us, but it does at least give us a possible distraction for a little bit. Let's see, I'm thinking maybe here. Can you
Okay.
see that?
Yeah, to the right of the book,
Yeah.
like on the table.
I mean,
Or like just
Well-
next to the table?
I'm thinking like next to the table, not necessarily on it. That's
Okay.
just, in the tile.
Okay, sure.
Just as close to a duplicate as I can reasonably make with minor illusion.
Okay.
And of course, it'll be visible only.
Yeah. So your duplicate appears, and the ghost floats closer, and it examines this new person. I'm gonna roll its intelligence check
Mhm.
to see if it determines it's no. So it's moved closer now, and it sees 3 people. It says, "Yes, yes, you must know. You must tell everyone." And it begins. It whispers, and its voice seems to speak in so many different words at once. Um, and the 2 of you that are actually there, because it's targeting your illusion pointlessly. You're hearing like so many different sentences in your head at the same time. It's like like 1,000 people are shouting madness at you. And you each, Ixa and Bort, need to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 14.
Oh wow, I called it with what I posted in the chat.
Thank God.
I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah. So, you resist its effect, but it is that seemed very dangerous to your continued sanity.
So, is there. Kildrak probably is the totally wrong person to like know what the hell that is and what to do about it. Is anyone else capable at that shit?
Phil Sticker and Silas would be, I think, but Silas is, not even inside of the thing. Like he's far
Right.
back.
Right.
I could try history, just like try and figure out if this
Yeah, I
has
mean, I
any
could throw.
historical precedent, but I feel like this would be more of an arcana thing.
Religion?
Yeah, religion was what I was talking about when I said that. But
Arcana or religion, I think, would both work.
Well, I'll throw down my untrained Arcana because I don't know if we have anyone who's trained in Arcana, and it is I am a wizard.
Uh,
Well, Luke
Let me-
hasn't seen it yet, but maybe when he sees it, he'll get to know.
Well, he was planning to poke his head around the corner soon. I was just waiting for you to move it one more square.
Okay. Yeah. It moves closer as it continues its whispering assault, and Lucas, you poke your head around, and you realize that is an Olip, which is a powerful incorporeal undead that you cannot fight. It is caused when someone learns knowledge man is not meant to know, and is driven mad by it. If they take their own life from their own madness, their spirit rises as this thing, which will drive. It will either attempt to drive other people insane or spread its knowledge, which often has the same effect.
Well,
So-
in that case, Lucas is going to say out, 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 unless there's some method he knows to eliminate or protect against one. He's going to run for the ladder.
Yeah.
Here, because you did open this with, according to this fight, according to this roll, this fight will kill you all.
Yes.
Yeah.
According to your knowledge, you cannot defeat this thing.
Phil
Fighting it
Sticker?
will not go well. So Lucas shouts out, 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 and runs past you, Silas and Coriander.
Uh,
I assume Kildrak hears this.
Bort is going to try and physically remove Ixa from the danger.
Yeah, if in case they couldn't hear it, Kildrak is gonna convey the message. But if they did, he's just gonna leave.
And Philsticker is thinking about running up and trying to grab the book.
I think maybe for like the purposes of positioning, we should maybe actually do initiative here, just for the purposes of where everyone is.
That is depressing.
I am very concerned now. I already was, but now I'm more.
Yeah, the same things last time, I think.
Jesus. 22?
Yes. It's okay. So Lucas, you get up the ladder and back onto the other map. Corandir, Lucas has just darted up the ladder. What are you doing?
I assume that there's possibly something coming, so I will hold stead and let everyone get out.
Okay.
Can we get by him while he's on the tile without issue?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like move him to like a side tile just to emphasize
Yeah,
that.
that's
But
what
he's
I was
like
thinking.
poking around the corner,
Okay.
with
That's
like
fine. Just
bow
making
for
sure.
covering fire or something.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Phil Sticker, what are you doing? You see the shadowy creature.
Does it look like I could run past it and try to grab that book we're here for?
Well, you could try. Yes, you could move past it. If it wanted to attack you physically and has the ability to do so, it would get an attack of opportunity. Also, you would have to run through the exploding death mushrooms. But you could try.
Hey, but it's possible, so...
Right. The mushrooms are a little bit scary.
Or you're small, so it should be easier.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I wonder. Casting Unseen Servant is one action.
Well, you can think about that on your turn. Phil Sticker,
Yeah.
You're right.
think
right.
about that, but
I mean, if anyone could hurt it, it's the person with magic, so... If you want to
Cool.
piss it off...
Philsticker sort of scampers up to that position because he can't go where Ixa is. So he's not actually trying to stand underneath it. But I guess he'll say words back at it. Oh, well, thank you for moving.
I'm just moving it so that I can move you to the front, so that I can see where you are, because I didn't know where you were at. Okay.
I thought the Aleph was just nice.
No. So you've run up to it.
Yeah, and he's, I guess, saying words too as he does so. Something like in agreement to what it's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Yes, the undead are everywhere. They rise out of the water. They fall down from the trees. Something very agreeable to what he's saying. As
Yes.
if he's
Yes.
also an island.
Okay. And is that everything for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can just do 2 movement, can't I?
Yes, you can take a dash action.
All right, he went over there, and he uses his last movement to change facing.
Okay. Since you have moved over there, but your thing about agreeing with it is not a horrendous idea. I want you to roll persuasion, or no, deception. Roll deception, opposed by its wisdom, to see if it attacks you or not. Can you beat a 4?
Well, fuck, I would use inspiration, but I don't have it right now. Whew.
Okay, so it does not reach out and give you a maddening touch as you walk by, and it's just like it's
Yeah, it doesn't need to
yes,
bother.
yes, because you understand it. And yes, yes, and it vomits forth since it's its turn, it vomits forth its whispers of madness again, targeting Filsticker, and Ixa, and Kildrak.
Darn it.
Yep. So each of you need a wisdom saving throw.
Why wisdom? Damn it.
Did you say my name?
No. You can only do 3 at a time, so I rolled a die to see if it went with Bort or Kildrak, and it went with Kildrak.
Okay.
It did target Ixa, right?
Yes.
You made this sound really bad. I think. Can I spend inspiration?
Barely.
Yeah? Yeah, if you have.
Alright. I think I'm gonna do that. 'Cause you made this sound pretty nasty. And I'm bad at wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Didn't matter.
All right. Filsticker, go ahead and roll.
I have advantage.
Oh, you do have advantage.
Being a fake
Darn.
gnome.
Okay.
Pulls up his mask and winks at the viewer.
Right. Okay. So while your minds are being psychically assaulted by 1,000 voices, you maintain your complete sanity for now.
Thousands of voices. It reminds me of living back in the nest.
The creature then also 20 begins flying out of the cave towards the surface. It flies over a bunch of you. So Ixa, Bort, Kildrak, you could make attacks of opportunity if you want to attack it as it flies past you.
I don't know if we want to piss off the already, unhappy demon ghost.
I don't think so.
That just seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, we'll just unleash it on the world and deal with it later when we can.
That's the world's problem now, not ours.
Yeah.
No.
well,
He's here to tell us how to save ourselves.
Map to the origin of this creature will be valuable once better heroes defeat it.
He's our man on the inside of the undead.
Okay, but
Surely we are the best heroes.
but Kildrak, it is your turn.
Okay, well I honestly don't know what to do now. Shit. Okay.
Wreck the
Did
skeleton or
yeah.
the circle or something. You're in
I
here on
don't-
your own now. Maybe there's something here we could use to destroy it.
Okay, so I guess since Kildrak is at the corner, I guess he can kind of look and see that the thing is over there now.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
He just saw it fly over his head. So
Okay. So it like actually flew down the hallway.
yeah, it actually it didn't go through the wall. It went
Okay.
through the hall.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
It moved. It flew through the air like black smoke darting through the hallway. And I don't know. You know how you've all seen. Or I assume most of you have seen the Harry Potter movies. You know how when the Death
Yeah.
Eaters, yeah. So that visual is what it looks
Okay.
like when it's
Yeah.
moving.
Okay, that's fine. I from how it moved, I thought that it was just kind of jumping.
Yeah.
Same
Sorry.
here.
Like on my screen, I was dragging it, but
Right.
you only see the jump at the end. So
Right.
sorry.
Okay, so given that Kildrak knows that it's over there now, I guess I'll move. I'll move into the room. I
Hmm.
don't know which area is going to be better. I assume right now that pretty much only Philsticker, Ixa, and maybe Bort even know that that skeleton is there.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna decide that, discretion, valor, all of that, and go. Hey, Retro, how do you do the thing where you like queue up movements?
Okay, so first you pick up your token.
Uh-huh.
You're moving it around, right? Then
Yeah.
you start where you were and you hit the space bar. Then you move to a
Okay.
point, you hit the space bar. You move to a point, you hit the space bar. And your token will stop at each point that you hit the space bar in.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Press.
That's nice. I like that. All right. So I guess I will. He'll move there,
Okay.
and honestly, I'm not sure because he's only got 25 movement speed.
There's always the dash.
Yeah, but I'm just not sure. Like the desks against that far wall and the shelf.
Hmm. Yeah. There's
Like, is there any?
there's shelving space with books and scrolls on it. And
So I mean, he doesn't want to jump. He doesn't want to dash through the explosive poison mushrooms. So is there anything like obvious over there to him?
like what kind of thing are you looking for?
Man,
I mean, it looks like an ordinary, work desk. Really, there's papers,
okay. So,
open book.
but there's nothing like
Um,
arcane and glowy and obviously the MacGuffin.
no,
Okay.
no MacGuffins.
Okay. Shit. I don't think that he's gonna know anything about that skeleton or the magic circle or any of that. Because wisdom and intelligence are both garbage, which means that even with Jack of all trades, those rolls are, yeah. Okay. I guess he's gonna see the skeleton and decide to use the rest of his action to move closer to it.
Okay,
That's all I can really think of. Even
sure,
that doesn't make a ton of sense, but
sure. So you have the rest of your move, and by taking the dash action as your action, you get an additional move.
Yeah.
So you can probably
So, I mean, I
move right
guess
up
just
there
do
on
it.
top of it if you like.
over there.
Okay. All right. So Ixa, the thing has flown the coop.
Right. Tempting to go follow and do what Lucas said and just leave, but since it just left, It does seem a little bit safer in here at the moment. I think Ixo will just kind of run over here closer to the skeleton and turn to watch the doorway, make sure it doesn't come back.
Okay.
Where are the other two goblins? Are they still outside?
Yeah. They would be outside. They just saw Lucas come screaming out of the. I don't know, screaming. I shouldn't put words in his mouth. Or screams in his mouth. I shouldn't put screams in his mouth. But yeah, they just saw Lucas come rushing out of.
By
the...
all means, they could assume that Lucas is say, run for cover or something to that effect. And on his turn, he's going to take a move action and then dive prone, covering his ears.
Okay. Yeah. So
If he
so
sees it fly away, he'll see it fly away. But for now, he's just seeing an explosion coming out of the hole behind him, as what may as well have been an elder dragon, from how you described it, is chasing him.
Yes. Yeah. So they will similarly flee at Lucas's panic state. Silas.
Yep.
Yes.
That's I'm in a tough spot here. Would it be possible to get up the ladder without, moving through it physically?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't think that's a good idea. Hmm.
It
But
depends
also,
on how much you like being sane, I would assume.
yeah. I mean, if
Climb
it's,
like you've never climbed before.
I'll do that. I think I'll try and just go up the ladder through it, ignoring it. Silas has heard like Eldritch Wisdom and things like that before, and thinks he can handle a little more sanity.
Okay. So you want to try and just pass through the incorporeal undead madness creature.
I didn't know that you would have to pass her to climb up. I would say just stay down here and keep your head down and your ears shut. Maybe
Well, you see,
run towards us.
it's a gas. It expands to fill the space available to it.
Well, let me put it this way. It's planning on this a little meta. It's planning on going like up and out, so it's like floating around the ladder right now. So there's no way you could climb through it, but you would have to touch it,
Mm.
And then it would touch you.
and then it would
Because
be
it would go
touching you.
through.
Yes, but do you want to do that?
I guess not if it's just like occupying the same space as it. I don't know. I don't like having the party split, but I guess there's no choice.
That's okay. I mean, this thing might just murder me outside and fly off, and then you'll be whole again.
I guess so. That's an option. Yeah, I'll wait and see what it does then.
Okay. Bort, we're on you now.
Bort is going to, I guess, get in the room with everyone, well, the other people who are in the room, and I probably. I guess he's going to just, now that the danger is not right in front of everything, he's going to go over here and he's going to check out the pentagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright.
Is Bort proficient in Arcana?
No.
Then it's a spooky magic circle. With blood. The circle is made in blood. It is long since dried, and it's very spooky.
Is the spooky magic circle made of stone?
Yes. There is some of the runes are. It's like the star is carved in stone, and then there's it's been painted in blood.
Can I roll history to understand the stone?
That's really a stretch, but I guess I should err on the side of your racial ability. You can roll, and I'll see what I don't expect to know very much.
Don't maybe at disadvantage or something.
I was just gonna say roll, and then I will just give not the most useful information.
I didn't get much useful information anyway.
Yeah,
Just
sometimes
scary rock
sometimes mages make use like runes and symbols, and they carve them into stone. This one looks like it was done crudely by a human. About 30 years ago. A little more than. Yeah. So there you go, Bort. So Lucas, you're moving and then diving prone and covering your ears?
I mean, it's between that or running into the card room and ducking behind the door and hiding. If I can do the latter, that seems good too. But whichever you think would be funnier.
I think like diving and covering your ears is
Then we'll go for that.
yeah, that's more amusing. Like he expects it to actually explode.
Yep.
Okay. Corandir, you are trapped in a very small room with a very big, shadowy, spooky monster.
Does it appear that it's noticing me?
Yes, it is noticing you and Silas. The twisted face is definitely eyeing both of you, and it's whispering.
Is it more on like it's leaving, or is it like
Oh,
coming here to hurt me?
it's floating upwards, but it is looking at you.
I'll leave it be.
Okay. Philsticker.
I feel betrayed because this encounter did not feature a red gem. It was just a door. Anyway. Sounds like
the secret is that he found the red gem, and that's why he's like this. No, I'm not.
It was in a book all along, or else he summoned it. It'd be cooler to just summon there. Anyway, okay. Well, since the Aleph went away, I guess Philsticker's got plenty of time to pick up this book. So
how does he do that?
Well, he's going to study the arrangement of the mushrooms and plot himself an actual course of travel to climb up on this table and get that book that will hopefully prevent him from encountering any mushrooms.
Okay. If you want to do that this turn, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Right, what he's doing this turn is he's planning to try to get advantage, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. If you take like all the time you need, then you can roll with advantage in a future time.
Yeah, that was the intent.
Okay. All right. So we are back to the Aleph, and it whispers the same maddening cacophony of psychic information at Corandir and Silas. Both need to make wisdom saving throws.
That's rough.
I can spend my inspiration to reroll?
You need to declare inspiration
Before I roll.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you take and you go ahead and roll it. 1d8 plus 3 psychic damage.
Yep.
Don't
And-
forget that slash R.
Yep. Is it a slash R?
Yeah.
I don't-
Slash R 1d8 plus 3.
And I'm frozen right now.
Uh-oh.
And
Damn.
Then I guess I will have no choice but to message you on Discord what it is that you retained from that.
It looks like he dropped from the call too. I think he might have internet troubles.
Oh, no. Yes, he did drop from the call. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's pretty bad timing.
Uh,
Well, I guess tell me instead.
okay. I PM'd him the knowledge he's gained. But
Why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Yeah, okay, we're just gonna take 5.
Okay, that seems fine.